We hate ESPN. We hate ESPN. What? We hate ESPN. We hate ESPN. Yeah. ESPN sucks. ESPN sucks. Come on, Maryland.
Went with the normal difficulty, huh? That'd be my pick for a first playthrough. Nice to see someone with some sense around here for once.
Too red. Better. Well, that's all fine. Come on, Maryland. Figure it out, Mike. Let's freaking do it, man. Let's freaking do it, man. Oh. I don't like that jacket. It's dark as hell out here, man.
Emergency protocol circuit is primed. Resuming hostilities.
You guys are fucked up. I thought you'd be better. Disappointing.
Not ready. Please try again later.
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in progress. Related activities. Protocols internet published.
Get fucked.
The jump bar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Including but not limited to forced entrails, sprat organs, salt tuna skin, nana peels, and
Perhaps if I subject... Oh, hello there. Welcome to my little slice of paradise in paradise. I didn't hear you come in. I'm focused something fierce on my current project, you see. Well, aren't you the observant one?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, a crabble egg. I'm more than happy to tell you all the details of my project, since you asked. Like I was saying, friend, this here crabble egg is gonna make me a mountain of bits. See, crabble eggs contain carbon, oxygen, iron, and are each self-contained units. You know what else has all those things? Skip drives. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna make me a mountain of bits selling skip drives made from crabble eggs. I'm basically there. I just need to figure out the process of turning the eggs into skip drives. And I'll be off to the races. Oh, wow, really? Everyone else told me I was mad.
Yeah, well, you are.
I really appreciate your words of encouragement, friend. I'll make sure you get one of the very first Crabble-based skip drives. Please take this as a small thank you.
Crabble juice.
It is? Fascinating. Did you see any unusual behavior? Any changes in Crabble familial dynamics? Or the emergence of any new evolutionary traits? That is a physical impossibility. They lack the opposable thumbs necessary to sign paperwork. In this lab, we only deal with the cold, hard facts of science. Unless they also just evolved opposable thumbs. Evolution and familial changes in one go. This is so exciting. Once I finish this experiment, I'll head out to see for myself. Oh, and please take this with you. Just a small thank you for providing me with such exciting and useful information.
Was not expecting that, now was I? Come on, Maryland, score a fucking touchdown, huh?
Trooper Zilong, you are showing increased levels of apprehension. Apologies. Emergency protocol activated.
No, wait. I don't need... Hello. How are you, El? How are you doing tonight? I'm spectacular according to Regulation 1, 2... 1, 2... Potato. What I need is potatoes. I'm just, that sounds correct. Loyal subject, loyal subject, la la la.
Save. It's Leonard Zinner time. Oh, wait, yeah. Wait, yeah.
See those burrows? The skeleton's nearby. And if it's as nearby as I think, it don't bode well for those scientists. Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Doc mentioned. Over here, Commander. Hey! Have time for a chat, Commander? This is a delicate situation. You reckon we help folk here get back on their feet? Or do what the Minister asked? Well, if we help Westport, the Vigilant has promised to get us into the box. Folk here could rebuild their community. Maybe. But it's only delaying the inevitable, if you ask me. If we convince these folk to join up with Auntie's Choice, they can start new lives away from the Protectorate guillotine. They'd be grateful once they see what we got on offer. Plus, the Minister's deal was clear. Do this, and he'll tell you how to gain entrance to the box. So you'd still get what you're after. The whereabouts of DeVries, right? Come on, Commander. Westport's damn near underwater, and the Protectorate are claiming everyone they're in to be traitors. Barring some... The Vigilant seems a decent enough sort, but he's just one man. You want to give these folk a real shot at living? Send them to fair... I'll respect your decision, Commander. He's asked us to go to the ARC, right? That's south of here. Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Crabbles out. Let's see here. Generators back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play.
god! Oh, snap.
Possible in this. This unit is currently unable to. Negative. This unit is non-functional. Cannot comply. This unit is incapacitated.
Damn it.
Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Duck mentioned. Over here, Commander. Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Krabbles out. Let's see here. Let's not end up like these poor scientists, all right? Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play.
or dying.
Damn yourself! How's he still standing?
Salary unit requires service. Negative. This unit requires extensive repairs.
He's down.
This unit is currently unable to be used.
Anyone else? Paramedic?
Protocols not yet charged.
How do I consume it?
Negative. This unit is non-functional. Negative. Promoting teammate health.
No.
Repair this unit and it will strive to perform better in the future.
That phonotron was effective. Now we just need the specimen. Nice work. Mind bringing it over here? Muscular reticulation still
Ooh,
intact.
that was hard.
Cartilaginous integrity mostly sound. A good clean cut. And the pincer's still sharp. Yeah. This'll do just fine. Shame about all the scientists, though. Was hoping this wouldn't be too steep a price. If you still got some hunting you, that Raptidon matriarch's on the loose. Her den's not far from the Vox Relay up north. Elsewise, we head back to Fairfield and speak to Doc Tinsley. North it is.
Ministry of Accuracy.
Engaging combat protocols. Standing by with life support.
Have time for a chat? This is a delicate situation. You reckon we help folk here get back? Really, if we convince these... Plus, the minister's deal was clear. Do this, and he'll tell you how to gain entrance to the Vox. So you'd still get what you're after. The whereabouts of DeVries, right? Understood, Commander.
It's the crunch. That scrumptious, the one that makes it a brunch. Who feed you purple berry crunch if they love you a bunch.
At attention, Trooper. Report. Why are you out here? Where's your unit?
What unit? I was just eating some purple berry. Wait. My unit. All along they ambushed us. There was so much blood. You can't make me go back there.
Damn, this is bad. Listen, nobody's making you go back. but you're an easy target for Raps or worse if you stay put. Your unit wouldn't want this for you.
Yeah, that's... shit, that's true. I've got to get back to Fairfield. Back inside our bivouac wall. Back where it's safe.
Yeah, that's it. Back to town, where you can get a big, comforting...
Oh, Law! The Protectorate scum took all our weapons. How am I supposed to get back? The Raptidons will rip me to pieces! Lloyd, of course. I hate to ask, but any chance you got a grenade I can borrow? Even if I miss, the noise should scare off any Raptidons. I can handle it. I'll be far safer with it than without. I can't fight a Raptidon on... You know. What? Oh, it's you again. Any chance you brought me away to fend off the... Yes!
Gotta say, Commander, this weren't one of your finer ideas. Let's hope he ain't got the wherewithal to actually pull the...
I'm just gonna... Oh, what was that? Is someone out there? Stay back, I'm warning you! I've got a grenade! All I gotta do is pull this pin and... Uh-oh.
Whoops.
Unusual levels of Zeranium detected ahead. Caution is advised.
Damn. tell me how to fucking change it.
Don't come any closer. Oh, you're not protected. Huh?
Emergency
What's that
service
noise?
is primed.
That was a close one. Thank the Sovereign. Thank you for saving me. I'm waiting here for my partner. We both fled the base separately. If you see him, please send him my way.
I'm back. Had to go pick up some marijuana.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and please, take this with you as a token of my thanks.
What'd they give me?
Engaging hostile life forms.
Oh, shit.
Commander's vital target is outside.
Gotcha, bitch. Oh, what is this, huh? Here we go. L. The fuck? Well, now I'm confused. Because they took off, them and YouTube TV couldn't come to an agreement. So they took off all their channels off YouTube TV, which I pay $80 a month for. So now I can't watch like half the college football games today. And it's just basically two greedy ass fucking companies that can't come together. Mostly ESPN, because they just want people to buy their fucking app. Bunch of greedy fucking cocks. Hate them. The only people that are really actually paying are the fans. Fucking stupid. Yeah, it's super annoying. Makes me very, 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 very angry. I did not think that was gonna make me fall right through. Well, damn. Here again. Yeah. It really, really is fucking annoying.
Emergency protocols ready.
The video games.
It's challenging us. Well, it's quite a change up from Chinese food. Shit, I don't want my tummy to hurt.
Keep howling. We're coming for you.
I don't want your tummy to hurt.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Let me up!
matriarch's here, all right? Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention.
These things are fucking annoying.
You know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular extract in my travels. Should do the trick. A matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. She hates rivals. Ain't one who leaves anything to waste. Any hunter worth a damn would say the same. If I can't find a practical use for what I've salvaged, any other questions, or are you ready to meet this matriarch? I like that. All right. Here, all right? Let's put our heads together. See these half-eat? She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. You know how a matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her. Any other questions, or are you ready to meet this matriarch? All right. Jim, bring it here, would you?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at this part. That's
think
twice
you
the
need a
muscle
bigger
mass of a
gun.
Raptidon hunter. Undamaged nerve endings? Even the colorations to my liking.
You ain't wrong,
Can't
mama.
ever
You ain't
discount
wrong.
the aesthetics. You're no slouch, you know that? If we had more soldiers with your
listen to
talent,
your advice.
we would have taken Eden months ago. You earned it. Whenever you're ready, we should head back to Fairfield. Have a word with Doc Tinsley now that I have both the skeleton and matriarch specimens. In honesty, I don't know which one I should ask Doc to patch me up with. Can't go wrong with either. If you've got an opinion, I'm keen to hear it. The material we harvested from the skeleton crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. Exactly.
Can I fast travel from here? That's nice. I like that. I like that about this game. I'm gonna go grab a slice of pizza and fill up my wine.
Crunch, except no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic. Now with 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives. Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie knows best.
Spoonbug, more like snug.
I've been bartering with defectors. Traded one force rocket for a whole kit of prestige force throw.
I understand how to fucking heal. I just don't have anything that I can change it with.
People think I got a jacket from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on
Maybe I am drunk. Maybe I am.
Everything you need to get through your day.
Wow. What's up, bitch?
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well. Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume Crabble Butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. I've decided on the skeleton Crabble graft. It's time for the program to branch out, and I expect this clone will serve me mighty well. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the skeleton crabble will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
Thank you for the bedside manner, Commander. As you can tell, I've got a nervous temperament and jump at the sight of my own shadow.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward.
Have fun. Eat well.
What do you mean you're leaving? Shit's over. I have a life outside this place, you know.
A life outside our lab?
Yeah.
That's so interesting. It just popped up randomly?
Must be at least a few useful parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Hello there. You wouldn't happen to have found any usable parts in all this debris? Westport's stockpiles of replacement parts are nearly depleted. I need to find some parts to convert some of our auto-mechanicals, non-combat parts. Fortunately, there's nothing here that's salvageable. Auntie's bombs sure take their toll, don't they?
Come on, What? Golly. Here I am, Benny, rock you like a hurry.
Let's just say to fill Westport's needs. If you follow the road heading north, you can't miss it. Used to be a sight to behold, but the war hasn't been kind to it. To any of us. True enough. A few years ago, I couldn't have imagined us running short of anything. And now here I am, digging through scrap for parts. But I digress. Was there anything else? Need to get back to my hunt, you understand? Unless I missed my guess, this looks like it was transporting damaged and malfunctioning automechs from the Vox station to the Automech Repair Center to the south of here. The center is... Say, you don't work for Antes, do you? This is beginning to feel more than a little like you're digging for intelligence. Fair enough. As I was saying, the Automech Repair Center is south of here. Regrettably, subjects of Westport no longer have access to the repair center, hence my need to scavenge. Yes and no. The bomb certainly took a fierce toll, but I suspect these were all in various states of disrepair even before Andy's offensive, which has made sorting out where to begin my efforts here rather difficult. There should be a manifest somewhere, but it's nowhere to be found. Nor are the troopers who should have been escorting this. Or their bodies. The only species in these parts that would pose such a threat to an armed escort squad would be crabbles. But the guard at Westport has always made a point of culling them with automechs so they don't get out of hand. That is more than likely a safe wager. Who knows what kind of new terror they faced at the end of their lives. Likewise, there must be at least a few usable parts in here. Aha! Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Grav's still recharging.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Ready to assist.
Me, you got the claw. Gravel claw, angry.
Automech facility. We'll unload and begin cataloging the state of the various Automechs.
Are you recording the drive? Cadet, I do not believe this is what the sergeant intended by documenting the process. Here, allow me to handle it. Now where's the off switch? Boyd, we're being bombed! Disembark! Lose formation to the beach, double time! We can take shelter in the rocks! Praise the Sovereign. We made it. Halt! Everyone quiet. What's that clacking noise? Oh, shit! Crabbles! Form defensive perimeter type 14A! Ah!
I feel strange. In a good way. Auntie's documentation doesn't describe the side effects of grafting with a Crabble, but so far, not hearing complaints from me. I'd say this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those... I appreciate that, Command. I got a good feeling about this partnership of ours. I plan on proving my worth to you and to Auntie. I expect we're... I appreciate you hearing...
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not... Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. Nothing too bad, aside from the headaches, nightmare... One more thing. Don't cause any trouble.
All the that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination.
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it. You see, Woodrow, why, at this rate, we'll have the facility.
That's what's...
Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals. Though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Zeranium leak. I wouldn't have put it in those terms. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Auntie's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Zeranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate. What did I tell you, Woodrow? The situation's well in hand.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with Zeranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of. If we lack the time or resource, should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded at...
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm...
There's a good fellow. Cleave to...
First the attack, then there's uranium. At this rate, we're never getting caught up.
What brings you to this fine establishment? Stay true, outsider.
Oh, a new arrival. If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium? All right, for instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer? As it... There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional exposure. Normally, failing that, I imagine you could ask the technicians here. One of them might know. What would you like to know? Zeranium is a crystal. Even in its raw form, it generates energy. But once refined and stored in a quasi-gaseous state, Zeranium is found refined. However, it's also high. Zeranium in its second, in this gaseous state. Zeranium is the concentration. Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let. Come to our visiting scientists next door.
Ambient Zeranium levels are higher than average, but within acceptable ranges. State your business. This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply inventory at this installation.
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanical quartermaster. Show them what you got, quartermech.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode. Best look into that later. Please, give it a try yourself.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable. Request not understood.
It only understands the words I've added to its databanks. Look, for now, just use...
Initiating commerce.
Oh, name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster. You'd think that a fully stocked auto mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory. You're not implying the quartermech is somehow responsible? Fair's fair. Better to pay now than lose my favorite quartermech later. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist. Delphinia is... Anyway, best of luck in your... See you soon, I hope. Yeah.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want? Now that you mention it, there was one particularly insistent little mech who kept trying to put all manner of bric-a-brac in here. After several firm remonstrations, I told it the interior of this building is off-limits while I am working here. Didn't see that peculiar little scamp again after that. Our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected. A number of factors. Zeranium is dangerous, and we wouldn't want... The scarcity of volunteers is also a problem. Now tell me, are you familiar with zeranium gas? I haven't time to prattle, and So what am I endeavoring to create? A quite split? Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this Good. Wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing. I merely activate the device once it's in. Try to avoid any fields of dense zeranium, or death is normally, yeah. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect. Well, if you I believe. Oh, so. My little minion. I trust you've made until...
Commander, I think this stuff is eating my lungs from the inside.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed to be failure.
Were you successful? I have tests that... What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already... What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. I require... You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling... You would imagine so. Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist would... So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the... I'm sure he's... No doubt he also seeks to retain an... Good. Failing... One last... Well...
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of Zeranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days. The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuses, and he does not tolerate failure. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right. She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand, the original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic crap? I can't. I won't. That's a fair point. It's not as if they've come back to finish the job. Perhaps they assume we're already beaten. All right, how's about we get the Dragoon situated over here, so I can extract its vital organ. 1 catalytic amplifier as agreed.
Let's go.
I hate to lose another Dragoon, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Let's fucking go.
Not a chance. Donaldson has done everything in his power to get this be seeing it.
Well, any closer to obtaining the... Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. You do that.
Miss the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
I had a nightmare that the matriarch didn't gift us the paradigm. And we were left to scramble for purpose.
Outsider? Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Thank you. I know community service can be a foreign concept for those outside the Protectorate, so I hope this is ample reward for your time. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It'd save many lives. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law.
Gray gone astray? Book a stay today.
Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay. Conscript him with the writ. And this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel good. Good. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your... Farewell now. Promise you'll return here. Oh, I don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of Protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now.
Benevolent hand of the Sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us.
pride in the talent pool. These protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that.
The peddler of half measure? Make it quick, yeah?
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. Though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
No distractions.
Prisoner 349893993A. There is no place for you in the paradigm. You are hereby sentenced to death for the crimes of desertion and opposing the lawful authority of the Protectorate.
I'm still a bit sleepy.
I'll be able to save him. What I wanted.
up their own people. Sick bastards.
Oh, these damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of them? Oh, even my damned hammer turns against me. Blazes that stake. Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Is that you there? Why do you have an Auntie's Choice abomination in tow?
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100 paces back. Lucky for you, I'm here in good faith.
Ugh, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number of bodies to hang and not enough time to hang them. Now, what is it that you want? Perhaps not, but the current backlog of executed traitors is soon to be replenished. I have to make sure everyone gets a chance to be hung for display. Vigilant Hogarth sent you? I wish I could help, but he's been named a traitor. These credentials might as well be stained in Protectorate blood. That being said, I am from Westport. If Hogarth trusts you, let's just say I'm willing to listen. The Brigadier sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow. Approaching him under questionable license is to risk being shot. It's too dangerous for us both. While it pains me to act in what might be contrary to the Brigadier's personal conviction, I do believe the Sovereign would expect me to honor the Vigilance Station. Still, I can't simply have you saunter through the gates. It would cause a terrible stir. Though there must be a way. The gibbets. There is little view of who's within them, so I can use them to haul you into the station without notice. I won't lock them, so you can free yourself once inside. I remember her. She and I occasionally met to take pot shots at the local Krabba population. She worked on the command floor. There's a chance she lingers, quietly continuing her work. Or she could be dead. Regardless, it has been quite some time since I saw her. Allow me to open them for you and your companions. Getting folks inside can be a little tricky. And try not to move much or they'll start swinging something fierce.
All right.
Hope I never see the inside of one of those again.
Come, quickly. We must all bear with.
Technicians Acna and Gastrell, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated person most contemptible. I find you both guilty. No. No, please! This is all a misunderstanding. We're loyal.
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. I cannot see how reducing our own manpower guides us down a path to victory. Wait. I recognize you. From Horizon Point. Yes, just outside the skip labs before the incident.
Wait a second.
We helped one another, didn't we? You with my record and I with the bridge. Please tell me you were not responsible for all the evil that transpired afterward. That name means nothing to me, and even if it did, how am I to know what you say is even the truth? Others named Hogarth a traitor, but I never believed it. If anything, Montelli is inflicting more injury to the Protectorate right now than the whole of what Hogarth is accused of. In any case, the writ all but obliges me to aid you. Perhaps now we can put an end to all of this lunacy. If I can just speak with Montelli, maybe I can persuade him to stand down. Go to his terminal. Search for any information on it that may be deployed against him. Also, while you're there, notify High Command that I'm taking control of the station. I'll admit there's some risk in having my actions misinterpreted. I could be named a traitor, as Vigilant Hogarth was. Or sent to mental refreshment. No. Surely High Command will understand the need for this transfer of power. What I do now, I do for the Protectorate, not myself. Besides, Montelli is not merely my superior. He's also an old friend. I must make some attempt to get through to him. Remind him of what true service to the Protectorate means. Why did you not mention any of this before? Never mind. If this is indeed the Vigilant's will, then what other choice can be made? Much as I prefer a peaceable solution, you're right. The Protectorate would be made stronger by his passage. If he cannot serve as a general, he may yet serve as an example. It would still be best to investigate Montelli's terminal for anything that might unsettle or unbalance him before our confrontation. You will need your own access card to get upstairs. Blank key cards can often be found in the contraband room. Head through the door to the right and continue down the hall. You should find your way without much trouble. Oh, but mind the guards. They'll still attack you on sight. I will join you.
Relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Are you questioning the actions of our brigadier?
No, of course not.
Good. I was sure I misunderstood you.
Potential combatant in.
guess not.
Our system is the best anyone has ever had. Perfection is perfect. Our paradigm is ironclad.
It is the duty of every protectorate sub... Sort of peculiar.
Health benefits available at your request. This unit patiently awaits repair.
Let us reconvene. Perfection is
Resuming hostilities.
Back in.
If one's over, make me walk on over there, huh?
Not quite charged yet.
Standing by with life support.
Craft is ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Not sure what that did.
ahead.
Not quite charged yet. Recharging as fast as I can, Commander.
Contact reestablished.
Unfriendly in combat range. Potential combat in the vicinity. System failure.
You know you were in a fight.
The malefactors appear absent.
command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor?
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
No need for that.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Oh, hello there. You seem to have caught me at a most inopportune time. Was just, patrolling the sewers, monitoring for suspicious activity. Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting, to put it mildly. The what? Word to the wise. A protectorate station is hardly the place to be making light of one's affiliations. Brigadier Montelli would be ecstatic to hear you spout such humorous quips. You'd be labeled a heretic, but I'm sure he'd chuckle as you swung from the gallows. Forgive my unease. I thought Montelli sent you to see to my execution, or some other absurdity. I don't know what's going on here. The station's changed. It's become a damn charnel house, stained with the blood of my brothers and sisters. I don't know what to do. I just don't wish to die. I can't... Everything happened so suddenly. The day we lost Fairfield, people began worrying. A soldier speculated on how it happened, how the Protectorate failed to protect our home. Next day, they were strung up, which was understandable, even though they should have just been refreshed. But then another went, and another, until bodies littered the base. All the while, Montelli has acted as if nothing is amiss. I couldn't stand the bloodshed anymore. I ran to the sewers to hide, and have been here ever since, scavenging what I can. No need. It's no fault of your own that I'm here. I feel I've displaced my honor. That'd be a fine idea. If only there weren't a group of starving raptidons that saw fit to make a den so close to the grate. I can? Oh. I suppose I'm now off to a world filled with uncertainty. Savage wildlife. And miscreants always on your heels. Here. This key card should unlock a storage cache up above. It has some supplies in it that'll likely do you more good than they have me.
can confidently assert that under my strict...
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the Paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. And Corbin. By your presence, am I to understand that you've turned renegade as well? Of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
The only renegade here is you, Umberto. You forced my hand through your paranoia and cruelty.
I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening.
Okay, dude.
Worsening. Auntie's choice. Bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself. I'm not some rogue operator. I act in the role the Paradigm has cast me in.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor. It was a lingering hope, nothing more. I don't suppose you have anything more to add? Something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it. You incompetent! I asked you to do one thing!
Trusting the enemy to do your bit. Were it up to me, I would guards!
Oh, hang on. Why? What? I thought I... What, huh?
The evidence on this terminal strongly indicates growing dysfunction within the Protectorate hierarchy.
Hey, if they want to eat their own, I know of a certain CEO and her army who won't complain. Looks like Montelli's crazy goes up the chain of command. Figures. None of this ever happens in a vacuum.
What now? My methods may seem. If only the Sovereign heeded.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor. It was a lingering hope. I don't suppose you have anything more to add? Something that might further our purpose? Now would be the time to deploy it.
Enough. Silence your disparaging tongue. Better yet, I will do it myself. What now? My methods may seem. If only the Sovereign.
It's as I feared.
Enough.
Entering the control room. Commencing search for clues. Subject, Agent DeVries.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. It's a relief to hear you...
This unit strongly recommends evacuating immediately.
We ought to move, quick! I begged you, Commander. I begged you to direct the relay away from Fair... gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of...
It's a...
This unit strongly recommends evacuating immediately.
We ought to move, quick!
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Under protectorate law. I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why, thank you
Exciting news!
kindly,
The
outsider.
Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automatic parts for us. Return.
Outsider? Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. Nobody needs go anywhere. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed. And when I look outside, farewell.
Everyone knows the
I kind of don't want to do that anymore.
if our assignment here will never end? Like, our employment contracts just keep renewing.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of that.
Look like you've had your share of troubles.
Did you hear? The Vox reeling. We are beyond fortunate that no one was injured. Aside from...
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all...
You have the gratitude of... Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to... I mean, all the underlying subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. I assume those are approved Protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor prudence and the like? I mean, sorry. Of course they are. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation Things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system, much to do, truly. Toughest challenge now is upkeep of key apparatus. If that generator goes, for instance, we lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Even if I did ever fall prey to such treachery, I mean, void damn! Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad, folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Think I care more about remuneration than helping my neighbor? Nah, I'd rather live in... Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy. You don't say. Huh. So it's only here with our, if it weren't for Vigilant Hogarth, yeah.
Just to offset any minor disruption.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just an idea, it's the law.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to... Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors, but I may just invite them
States as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative
The matriarch and sovereign chose Eden, the perfect...
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. Don't suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating? Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does. From what I've heard about...
My extra parts aren't side effects, if that's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to
Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you? Oh. They'd just take us all in, provide us with all the food and medicine, and you almost make that sound reasonable. The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though. Plenty of the structures below are still submerged. Others, ones that escaped being flooded, got abandoned once the Crabbles moved in. Those ought to have some supplies. If I were you, I'd try to sneak past. All right. Stranger?
Those pills were magnificent. Are they part of a new...
The wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was tempted to feel sad after the ocean flooded my house.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
You've returned.
Welcome back. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns.
Keep doing your job with pride.
If you feel you must.
Same as ever.
Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
Our enemies envy our prosperity.
You're the one who found those automat parts, right? I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I was able to return to Westport.
Everyone knows the paradigm.
or sprint. Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Motherload of loot. Plenty to get me back in the sprat race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight, live lean off all these supplies, hope the crabbles skedaddle. Or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
very curious how the town is going to function without the droid.
Without it, we have no auto mechanicals. Without them, we'll have to do the work with our hands?
I'm sure this is all part of a paradigm. That doesn't sound like a sanctioned communicator.
The announcer's voice.
Introducing. I was sad for a moment because my house got smashed. Trust the plan, observe set progress, sustain the system.
Your Valerie unit requires service.
That vacuous cacophony. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. If you feel.
People have been complaining about those. Outsider? Well, no. I recognize the one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it. It's less. I'll surely have my hands full with my patient. All right.
That endless. Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. Tell me what you. Excuse me, but that cacophony emanating from our loudspeakers can drive one to distraction. My people are prepared to die. As subjects of the Protectorate, we are born to... Ironically, now that my former subjects are free to live an empty life with Auntie's choice. I'll make an announcement. Order them to depart for Fairfield. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. I will stay here and loyally await the judgment I richly deserve. Adherents are expected to hold firm to the end. Such is the degree of our devotion.
Your co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Not me. I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and...
Oh, come now. I am a vigilant of the... You're right. I can't withstand this inane onslaught much longer. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. Perhaps, if I offer my old subjects periodic advice, our sense of community may somehow, despite the wiles of commercialism, remain. All right, then. Suppose it's time.
Auntie's Choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment.
This is DB Mill Street of Fairfield. Special one-time free offer for all Protectorate subjects within and without earshot. What do I provide? Information. Did you know? In fact, the former Protectorate subject...
Apology is functioning intermittently.
Entering a confrontational stage.
That vacuous cacophony sets my teeth on edge. Ah, the itinerant stranger would tell me what you... Excuse me, but that my people are prepared. Ironic, my former subjects are free. Should I? Haven't I failed them enough for one lifetime? No. Adherents are expected to hold firm. Oh, you're right. Unsure how I'll endure such an empty existence. All right, then.
I'll say, it's like rotten fruit.
Attention, everyone. Attention. I, Vigilant Ogden Hogarth, hereby do order all subjects under my command to abandon the settlement of Westport at the earliest possible juncture. You are to depart for the township of Fairfield, safely and together. Once there, you are to appeal to local authorities for citizenship with Auntie's Choice. Thereupon, you are thus and forevermore relieved of your duties as subjects of the Protectorate. This is a direct order from your Vigilant and is not to be questioned and cannot be countermanded. Now see to your preparations. I will join you shortly. Need a moment to let this all settle in. I will be on my way.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
All these rifts got everyone riled up, including me.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow.
You've lifted my spirits right out of their doldrums. Our new guests have just arrived. From the hushed grumblings of the refugees, I've gathered that I've two minds about the convertees. Anyone with eyes can see they need guidance, but a pernicious system is not easily abandoned. Have you any thoughts? Trust will take time to build, time and patience. But that is an You've given me a great deal. I cannot overstate what a capital compatriot you've been, my friend. Now, should you ever find yourself visiting the ACS Undisputed Claim, do come see me.
Did you know the speakers in the Get Up and Go Getter advertisement in the Protectorate commercial brought?
Of course.